Well, what's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? Well, man, a frustrating and a disappointing game today as we get shut out in this one. That's right, shut out 38 to nothing. A, uh, I would say a bit of a surprising blowout loss to the Denver Broncos in regular season finale, but even though it got blown out, it does not matter. We are still the number one seed in the AFC. We had already clinched the one seed heading into this game, uh, as we were resting pretty much all of our main starters. No Mahomes, no Kelsey, no Isaiah Pacheco or DeAndre Hopkins. So, and yeah, Carson Wentz in his first start of the season, first start since week 18 of last year, a pretty rough day for him. 10 for 17, just 98 yards. Uh, and yeah, this is the first time that we have been shut out in a game since 2012. And congratulations to the Denver Broncos. They are in the playoffs now for the first time since 2015. And that year, they won the Super Bowl. So, yeah, and what year they've had is, it almost looked like that if we would have beaten them, then we would have eliminated them from playoff contention, and would have, definitely would have been a huge bummer for the Broncos. They, just a few weeks ago, control their own destiny, could have clinched a playoff spot as early as week 16, and now finally they are officially in the playoffs as the 7th seed. So, they got out to a fast start as quarterback Bo Nix would find receiver Marvin Mims from 32 yards out to make it 7-0 Denver. Then we would go on 3 and out, and then the Broncos go up 14-0. Nix would find Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out. Sutton, who now has over 1,000 yards on the season. So that make it 14-0. And then early in the second quarter, Denver would go up 21-0 along 18-play drive that would use up over 11 minutes as Bo Nix would find rookie Devon Bailey from 3 yards out to make it 21-0. Unfortunately, he had a chance to get on the board to make it 21-3, but a 51-yard field goal would be wide left by Butker. So, and then the Broncos would then go up 24-0. Will Lutz a 33-yard field goal, so we'd be down 24-0 at halftime. As it was looking pretty good, the Broncos, as assuming they could hang on to that lead, and we didn't have a huge comeback that looked like that their consecutive non-playoff streak was going to come to an end and finally clinch a spot in the postseason. We would go 3 and out on our first series of the second half. And Broncos, though, would not score on their first series. But then Bo Nix would find Marvin Mims for his second touchdown, the 4th of the day for Bo Nix, as that would make it a 31-0 game. Then on 4th and 7, Chiefs going for it on 4th down in Broncos territory, but Carson Wentz would be sacked by Pro Bowler Nick Bonito, who's had a outstanding season. So the Broncos would take over, and then they would go up 38-0. As then Audric Estime with a 1-yard run to make it 38-0. Just the second touchdown of his career. Rookie running back from Notre Dame. So that made it a 38-0 game, and then Carson Wentz would then be taken out, and we would bring in, for the first time, making his regular season debut, Chris Oladokun Not sure if I'm even pronouncing his last name right, but regardless, he would come into the game, was been on the practice squad uh, this entire season as well as last season. Now finally was caught up to the active roster and uh, was announced that he was likely going to appear in this game at some point, and he would be uh, sacked on his first throwing attempt, uh, and so he would not complete a pass. So, and yeah, so 38-0 blowout. Uh, Carson Steele, rookie running back for the Chiefs, with 25 yards rushing, and our leading receiver was uh, rookie Nico Remigio, from undrafted rookie from Fresno State, who had seen brief action this season, but not much. 2 catches for 48 yards. Uh, and yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster, 1 catch for 4 yards. And yeah, no sacks in this game. Cam Jones, not Chris Jones, Cam Jones, was our leading tackler. He's also an undrafted second-year player from Indiana. So, yeah, we didn't have much to show for in this game, but like I said, doesn't matter. We're still the 1 seed, and now we have that first round bye, so we will not be back in action until 2 weekends from now. And the playoffs are just about set. The matchups are set in the AFC, as the Broncos will face the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, and then the Steelers and the Ravens. So how about that? 2 longtime rivals going at it. And then the 5-4 matchup, the Chargers at the Texans. And even though the Texans are the home team, I think the Chargers could be the favorites to win that. And if they win, the Ravens win, assuming they win, and same with Buffalo, then the Chargers possibly could come to Arrowhead in the divisional round. So, but yeah, so was honestly hoping we could finish the season at 16-1, but I mean 15-2 is still pretty incredible. Just a handful of teams have actually had 15 wins in a regular season. So, but yeah, and so the playoffs on the NFC side are also just about set. Of course, the 1 seed will be either the Vikings or the Lions. They're playing each other tonight in a game with so much at stake, and a combined 28 wins between those 2 teams. So, the loser of that game will have to play on the road despite having 14 wins, which is pretty crazy. So anyway, till I guess 2 weeks from now, we'll see who we play. Till then, Colin X. Baker is saying, go Chiefs.